Hey RhinoCats, it's Miss Mary Louise. Happy Operations Tuesday. As I mentioned in our ELA video earlier, I want to reward you guys for making it to your last week of school before summer break. Reward you guys for all your hard work this spring semester. So we're not going to be doing any IXL activities, but we will be doing some fun hands-on activities like we're doing today. We're going to be doing a fun operations activity involving all the operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division if you are feeling prepared. So what you'll need for this activity is just a writing utensil. I like to keep it colorful, so I use markers, but feel free to grab pencil, colored pencil, crayons, whatever you have laying around, and some sort of paper that you can tear into smaller pieces. Or index cards, post-it notes, something that you can make at least 10 different numbers on and 4 different operational symbols on. All right, guys, grab those supplies and meet me back here for our fun Operations Tuesday activity. All right, RhinoCats, so the first part of this activity is just to label 10 cards with the numbers 0 through 9 on it. So you can see I have these 10 smaller cards here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've gone ahead and underlined the 6 and 9 so I don't get them confused when I draw them, because eventually you're going to put them upside down or in some sort of container if you have them. So go ahead and write cards that have numbers on them, 0 through 9, as well as 4 cards that have the operational symbols on them, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division symbol. Once again, I've just underlined the bottom of my plus and times card just so I don't get them confused if I draw one an unusual way. So go ahead, first part is to make these cards with the numbers 0 through 9, and then the operational symbols, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So the second step after you've made your number cards and your operational symbol cards is to put them in some sort of container. The number cards, oops, you can't see them, the number cards 0 through 9 being in one separate container, and then the symbol cards, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division being in another container. If you don't have Tupperware containers, don't worry about it. Use a hat, use a bag. If you don't have any sort of containers, don't worry, just stack them up into individual piles. And what you're gonna do next is kind of up to you. You can draw 2 to really as many numbers as you want, and you can pick and choose which operational symbols you want to draw depending on what you're comfortable with. So for example, you can draw 2 different numbers to get you started. So here I drew 2 and 7, and you can draw an operation card. So I drew division. The thing about division is it may not work on all of these problems because 2 isn't divisible by 7, 7 isn't divisible by 2. So you may want to hang on to the division card and maybe use it at a later time, unless you're really confident with your multiplication and division facts and you want to practice those, because I know that I can divide 72 by 9 or by 8. So I could do something like that. If not, you can just take this out, draw another card. So this is going to be plus, and now I can make an equation. So 7 plus 2 equals 9. I could also say, switch it around, right, and say 2 plus 7. If you want to make harder problems, make 2-digit or 3-digit numbers. So I can draw 7 and 2, but I can also draw more numbers to make a longer addition problem. So I can say 72 plus 80, okay? If you drew, for example, subtraction, you're gonna have to figure out how to make this problem work. Obviously 72, we can't subtract 80 from it because 80 is a bigger number, but if you flip 80 and 72 around, you could definitely solve that math problem. So sometimes when you're working with either more than 1-digit numbers, or you're working with your multiplication or division cards, it's going to get a little tricky. So like I said, draw the amount of cards, draw the symbol cards that you're comfortable using. All right, so I'll do a couple more for you guys. Put these back. I'm gonna draw 0, 2. All right, so this says 0 times 2. I know that 0 twice is still 0, or 2 0 times is still 0, all right? So guys, so many different ways to play this game. You can, like I said, only work with the symbols that you're comfortable with, like addition and subtraction. If you don't want to work with multiplication or division, if you want to challenge yourself, awesome. Just make sure you're drawing appropriate cards to where you can perform those math problems. But get creative with it, have fun with this. And I would say work on it for about 20 to 30 minutes. See how many different numbers you can draw, how many different problems you can solve. See, I just made another subtraction problem right here. All right, guys, have a great time with this. Don't get frustrated. This is to have fun and to put a little choice and creativity into your assignments. Good luck, guys. I'll check in with you later to see how you did.